Boker Tov, everyone. I'm so glad you could join me to daven this morning. We begin with the blessing over the Talid. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam asher kiddushanu v'mitzvotav lehitatef bat tzitzit, and we envelop ourselves in God's love, in the wisdom of Torah, and 4,000 years of Jewish history and culture. And then we continue with the Tefillin Shel Yad. We place the Tefillin Shel Yad on the left arm by the heart to remind us to... Oh, I'm going to turn down the volume a little bit. Okay, I hope that works. We had a very large crowd here yesterday for a funeral, and we had to turn up the volume a little bit because all of those many people absorb the sound. But you and I, we don't need that volume. Okay, so Tefillin Shel Yad. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu v'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahaniach tefillin. Tefillin shel rosh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al mitzvat tefillin. Just a reminder, next week we're going to have our Thursday morning Minyan live. So you are invited to come in for a cup of coffee and a bagel and to daven with me 9 o'clock next Thursday in the chapel. Eristichli leolam, eristichli b'tzedek u'v'mishpat u'v'rachamim, eristichli v'emunah v'yadat et Adonai. We continue on page 30. Ma tovu ohalecha Yaakov mishkenotecha Yisrael. Ma tovu ohalecha Yaakov mishkenotecha Yisrael. And we continue on page 36 with the Nisim B'chol Yom. This is for awakening. Just awakening, not just awakening in the normal sense of the word, but we hope that we become spiritually awakened to the great miracles all around us. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam asher natan lesech v'vina lechachin ben yom u'ben laila, for vision. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam pokeach ivrim, for the ability to stretch. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam matir asurim, for rising to the new day. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam zokef kefufim, for firm earth to stand upon. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam roka haaretz al hamayim, for the gift of motion. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam hamechin mitzadei gaver, for clothing the body. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam, malbish arumim. For renewed enthusiasm for life. Baruch ata Adonai, Eloheinu melech olam, hanoten la'ayef koach. Baruch ata Adonai. This is for reawakening. Baruch ata Adonai, Eloheinu melech olam, hama'avir sheina me'enai utnu ma me'afa pai. For being in the image of God. Baruch ata Adonai, Eloheinu melech olam, sha'asani b'tselem Elohim. For being a free person. Baruch ata Adonai, Eloheinu melech olam, sha'asani ben chorin. For being a Jew. Baruch ata Adonai, Eloheinu melech olam, sha'asani Yisrael. For purpose. Baruch ata Adonai, Eloheinu melech olam, ozer Yisrael bigvura. For harmony. Baruch ata Adonai, Eloheinu melech olam, oter Yisrael batifara. Page, if you got your Mishkan Tefillah, page 50. Baruch sha'amar v'haya ha'olam, baruch hu, baruch hu, baruch sha'amar v'haya ha'olam, baruch hu, baruch hu, baruch oseh v'reshit, baruch omer ve'oseh, baruch gozer u'mekayem, baruch merachem al ha'aretz, baruch sha'amar v'haya ha'olam, baruch hu, baruch hu, baruch ata Adonai melech mecholal b'tishbachot. We're going to do a little bit of the Ashrei, page 52. We'll do the first 5 stanzas, and then we'll skip to the end. Ashrei yoshvei veitecha, od yahalu chatzela, Ashrei am shekachalo, Ashrei am she'Adonai Elohav, tehilala David, aromimcha Elochai hamelech, avracha shimcha leolam va'ed, b'chol yom avareka, v'chalal shimcha leolam va'ed, gadol Adonai mechalal me'od, ugalato ein cheker, dole dor shabach ma'asecha, ugevaratecha yagidu, hadar kavod hohodecha, v'divrei neflotecha asicha. And now at the bottom of page 53. Tehilat Adonai yedaber pi, vayevrecho b'sar shem kodsho leolam va'ed, v'anachnu nevarechya me'ata v'ad olam. Hallelujah. Page 55. Hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah el bekodsho, Hallelujah bekirya uzo, Hallelujah bigvuratav, Hallelujah kerov gudlo, Hallelujah, 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 Hallelujah. Hallelujah, take a shofar. Hallelujah, never chinor. Hallelujah, tofu machol. Hallelujah, beminim ve'ugav. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah, betziltele shama. Hallelujah, betziltele trua. Kol han shama tel hallelujah. Kol han shama tel hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Page 56. Yishtabach shimcha la'ad malkeinu, ha'el ha'melech ha'gadol ha'kadosh b'shamayim u'va'aretz, ki lacha na'eh Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu v'yimotenu, shir shivcha hallel v'zimra oz ha'memshala netzach gedola gevara tehila v'tiferet kedusha malchot brachot v'hodaot me'ata v'yad olam. Baruch ata Adonai el melech gadol v'tishbaot el hodaot Adonai niflaot abocher b'shirei zimra melech el chei olamim yitgadal v'yitkadash shamei rabba b'yamad v'rach cherutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon v'yohomechon v'chayedecho beit Yisrael Bagola, bagola, uvizman karivimaru, amen. Yaheshme rabba mevorach, leolam omealmaya, yitbarach, vishtabach, yitbar, viturman, vitnase, vitadar, vitale, vitala, shmei de kudeshabrichu, Ve'la min kol berchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, dahamiran v'alma v'yimaru. Amen. And we rise for the Baruch Hu. Yai, lai, 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 lai. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Barichu et Adonai ha-mevorach. Barichu et Adonai ha-mevorach. Baruch Adonai ha-mevorach le'olam avaed. Baruch Adonai ha-mevorach le'olam vaed. Lai, 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 lai. The Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod, Malchuto, Leholam Vaed. The V'ahavta on page 66. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha, B'chol levavcha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'otecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavacha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shiftecha b'veitecha u'v'lechtecha ha'derech Uvshoch becha uvkumecha, ukshatam lo'ot al yedecha, v'hayu latotafot bein enecha, uchtavtam amizuzot beitecha, uvihi sharecha, leman tizkaru v'sitem et kol mitzvotai, v'item kedushim le'Elohechem, ani Adonai Elohechem, Asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim lihiot lachem l'Elohim ani Adonai Elohechem. Page 72. Mihi kamocha pelim Adonai mihi kamocha Nedar bakodesh, norat hilot, O Sefer Norat Hilot, O Sefer Shira Chadasha, Shibechu Giulim, L'Shimcha al Tzfat Hayam, Yachad Kulam, Hodu v'himlichu ve'amru, Adonai yimloch leolam va'ed, Sur Yisrael, kum avi'ezrat Yisrael, Uvtechinu mecha Yehuda ve'Yisrael, Go aleinu Adonai tzvot shemo, Kedosh Yisrael, Baruch ata Adonai, God Yisrael. And we rise for the tefillah on page 76. Baruch ata Adonai Eloheinu, Ve'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el HaGadol HaGibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei HaKol, V'zocher Chazdei Avot v'Imaot, Umevi Guala Livnei V'neihem, Lema'an Shemo B'Ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen, Baruch Ata Adonai, Magen Avraham, V'Ezrat Sarah, Ata Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechaye Meitim Ata Rav L'Hoshia, Morid Hatal, Mechalkel Chayim B'Chesed, Mechaye Meitim Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Verofei Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato, Lishenei Afar, Micha Hamocha Baal Givurot, Umido Melach, Melech Memit Umechaye, Umatzmiach Yeshua V'Ne'emana Talach Chayot Meitim, Baruch Ata Adonai Mechaye HaMeitim. Page 82. Nekadesh et Shimcha ba'olam kashem shamakti shimoto b'shmei marom, kakatuv al yad neviecha v'kara ze el ze v'yamar, Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh Adonai tzvot, Melech ha'aretz kevodo. Lumatam Baruch Yomeru Baruch Kevod Adonai Mimkomo, Udivrei Kochacha Katuv Lemor, Yimloch Adonai Leolam, Eloha Yechzion, Ledor Vador Hallelujah, Ledor Vador Nagihid Gadlecha, Ulenetzach Netzachim Kedushatcha Nakdish, Veshivacha Elohim Mipino Lo Yemush Leolam Vaed, Baruch Ata Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh. And we continue with our own private prayers and meditations. O Hosei Shalom Bimromav, Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'imeru, Imeru, Amen. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'imeru, Amen. And now the Aleinu on page 586. Aleinu l'shabech l'adon hakol, latet gedula yotzeh breshit, shalo asanu kogoyei haratzot, ולא שמענו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורר עלינו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. The Mourner's Kaddish on page 598. Yitgadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah, Be'alma devarach Yerotei v'yamlich malchutei, B'chayichonu v'yomeichonu v'chayetecho Beit Yisrael, B'agalal v'yizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi Shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam u'le'melamaya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitoromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal, Shmei t'kutsha b'richu, Leila min kol berchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechemata, dam yaran be'alma v'yimru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shamaya v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Osei shalom b'mrumav, hu ya'asei shalom aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. A little shout out to my cousin Perry, who's watching and davening at home. Ein keloheinu, ein kadonenu, ein kimalkeinu, ein kemoshienu, mich Eloheinu, mich Adonenu, mich Emalkeinu, mich Moshienu. Nodel Eloheinu, nodel Adonenu, nodel Emalkeinu, nodel Moshienu. Baruch Eloheinu, Baruch Adonenu, Baruch Malkeinu, Baruch Moshienu. Atahu Eloheinu, Atahu Adonenu, Atahu Malkeinu, Atahu Moshienu. Well, for those of you who have to get on with your day and you just wanted to daven a little bit, we say shalom, have a great day. In about 6 or 7 minutes, I'm going to continue with meditation. So you may want to join me for that. There'll be others joining us. Now remember, we are going to have services live next Thursday in the chapel, but we're still going to broadcast on our streaming service and YouTube and the like. So we will see you soon. Good morning, Boker Tov. I'm so glad you could join me for meditation this morning. I have a reading that I think is kind of helpful, and I think it has a very wise message. If I had my life to live over, I would relax more. I wouldn't take so many things so seriously. I would take more chances. I would climb more mountains and swim more rivers. Next time, I'd start barefooted earlier in the spring and stay that way later in the fall. I wouldn't make such good grades unless I enjoyed working for them. I'd go to more dances. I'd ride on more merry-go-rounds. I'd pick more daisies. You worry about so many things at earlier times in your life. You become obsessed with trying to make a success of yourself, and you worry about this and you worry about that. And everything, mostly, for the most part, things work out. Yes, we have some disasters in our lives. We have sadness. We have losses. But generally, things go well. And it's up to us to decide how happy, how contented, how joyous we are. It's not up to what's happening around us. It's up to us to react in a positive way to what's happening around us, right? The world goes about its merry way, maybe not all that conscious of us. And, sometimes we bump into the world. We bump into the realities of economics, the realities of relationships, the realities of sickness and all sorts of things. But there's so much that we don't control, but there's something that we can always control, and that is doing those little things as mentioned in this passage I just read. It's going barefoot in the grass. Hey, you can go barefoot in the grass, especially here in Florida. But be careful of the red ants and whatever. But taking a dip in the pool, except for the charge for parking. The beach is free here. To go to the beach and to feel the sand between your toes, to dip your feet in the water, to feel the tide coming in, to feel the wind in your face and the sun warming your shoulders. Just when you to walk through the world with your eyes open for beauty in the most unexpected place. To see a shadow of a leaf, the leaf of a tree casting a shadow on a wall someplace is beautiful. Once in a while, you'll pass a window and the light from the sun will be refracted through that window, causing a spectrum of color, and it's a rainbow of color. To be aware, to be open to the little delicious treats that are all around us. To taste a cup of coffee, to smell it, to feel the heat rising, a little bit of steam, you can feel it on your face. You can feel the warmth of the cup in your hand, the warmth of the cup, the shape of the cup. You can notice what the expectation is in your mouth. To enjoy the smallest thing makes you rich. It makes you incredibly rich, and it makes your life luxurious if you allow yourself the time and the freedom to experience everything around you. You know, just the texture of a tablecloth on a table, the color, the deep color of a tablecloth, the enjoyable encounter you have with another human being, looking at that. You know, you can know a person all of your life, and if you look closely into their eyes, you will see little speckles, and you will see shades of color that you did not notice, or maybe you noticed and you forgot about them. If you look into their face, you can see colors, you can see patterns, you can see that tell a story of their journey. And so, you know, if you had your life to live over, well, you can't live your life over. You can only live your life ahead. So for this day, even if you're still working, even if you have a busy day, slow down inside. You can always take 5, 10, 20 seconds to look at something, to experience something. Everybody's got at least a few seconds where they can slow down and to be where they are 100%. Try that sometime today. So find yourself in a comfortable place, a place where you are unlikely to be disturbed for the next few moments, a comfortable place. And give yourself the luxury, give yourself the freedom, the experience of being totally awake, totally aware of the space that you're in, the body in which you dwell. Be aware of what's happening in your body. Be aware of what's happening in your mind. Be aware of what's happening all around you. As the bell fades into the distance, let yourself experience a calm, refreshing, nurturing meditation. Notice your breathing. How smooth, how easy your breath is. You may be experiencing a sense of lightness in certain parts of your body. What parts of your body right now are experiencing a lightness, as if a weight has been removed from them?
thoughts may enter your mind, just let go of them. Acknowledge them. Breathe them in and then breathe them out. And return to your state of wakefulness. Gentle risings and fallings away. Allow yourself to experience beauty today. Allow yourself to feel a sense of lightness. Rising, ascending to a higher level of awakeness. Letting go of judgments. attachments, and letting arise within you a deep sense of appreciation, gratitude. Today isn't about acquisitions. It isn't about possessions. Today is about relationships, seeing the God within you and God within everything that exists. A oneness with all that there is. As the sound of the bell fades into the distance, allow your eyes to open, adjust to the light, look around you, stretch a little bit, take a deep breath, and release it. Take another deep breath, and release it. With your eyes open, turn your head slowly to the right, feeling the stretch in your neck. See as far to the right as you can see. Notice those things that you hadn't noticed before. To the right, keeping your shoulders straight ahead. Maybe you can even see a little bit behind you. Look up, look down. Raise your neck. Feel the stretch, but don't go too far if it hurts. Just stretch it out a little bit. Looking up. Bring your head back to the side. And now, look ahead. Look straight ahead. Look to the left, keeping your shoulders squarely pointed in front of you. Look as far to the left as you can. And notice what you may not have noticed before. Colors and textures, light, forms. See if you can see a little bit behind you. Look up. Feel the stretch. Bring your head down again. Bring it to the front. Allow your head to fall backwards. Sitting up straight. Feel the stretch in your neck, in the neck muscles, in the front of your throat. Just feel that stretch. Bring your head forward again. Take a deep breath. Let it go. One more. Well, some interesting things are happening. Well, next week, next Thursday, we're going to have our weekly Thursday Minyan live at 9 o'clock or in the chapel. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing with meditation. I'm going to see if perhaps Rachel can lead it next Thursday. But we'll have meditation on Tuesday and Wednesday and Friday of next week. I'm not so sure about Thursday, but I will let you know. I'll try and let you know tomorrow or Monday. In the meantime, look for beauty everywhere you go. Try to look at the world just as it is, and look for beauty everywhere, in the most unlikely places. And smile. Smile, and bring a smile to the face of at least one other person that you encounter on your journey today. Boker Tov, Boker Or, and I will see you soon.